Hey everyone, welcome to the video. I'm That Guy Paladin, and we will be going over my predictions for the Season 1 meta of Overwatch 2. As a quick disclaimer, this is a prediction based on what we currently know from previous betas, Overwatch League, and confirmed balance changes. So this could very well be completely wrong, and I'm okay with that. After all, it's a speculation video. Now, let's start with breaking down the current Overwatch League meta. Jotes, and then jump into some of the confirmed balance changes, ending this video with a rough discussion of where I believe the meta may end up in Season 1 if no other changes happen. Overall, I hope you enjoy the video, and if you like this style of Overwatch 2 content, drop a like and subscribe for more Overwatch 2 videos in the upcoming weeks. So, with that out of the way, let's talk about the current meta that is being used in Overwatch League. Jotes, also known as Junker Queen Goats. This meta contains Lucio and Brig as the two supports, Sojourn and Genji as the two DPS, and of course Junker Queen, who has dominated the meta after her release. Junker Queen's high damage and high survivability, paired with the support of Brig and Lucio, offer the fast and mobile DPS heroes like Genji and Sojourn the environment that they need to pop off. Hence this new Goats is more of a super rush style comp where when a team gets one elimination, it puts the enemy team at a player disadvantage, allowing them to push in and finish off the enemy team. Now that we've covered Jotes in a general sense, let's cover the new devblog patch notes that the Overwatch League will receive before the next tournament and discuss how this may affect the meta in Season 1. First off, across the board, temporary health, aka overhealth, will now grant ultimate charge at a 50% reduction compared to previously when it gave 0 charge. This means that shooting at a wrecking ball when he uses adaptive shields will give you reduced ult charge rather than none at all. This is a great change due to how many characters provide overhealth in the game, especially since Junker Queen is so strong right now. Next, the DPS passive from the second beta, where they retain 30% of their ult charge upon switching heroes, has been given to all heroes across the board. This means tanks and supports now benefit. Also, DPS received a new passive where when they earn an elimination, they gain a 25% faster movement speed and reload speed increase for 2.5 seconds. If they get another kill during those 2.5 seconds, it refreshes the timer so the duration does not stack. This is a pretty big change and offers a lot when we talk about my theory on the meta later on. Now let's cover hero-specific changes. Baptiste's primary fire has been increased from 24 to 25 damage. His fall-off range has also been increased from 20 meters to 25 meters. This means his damage will be higher at a farther distance. Bastion will have his Ironclad passive returned to him, allowing him to take 20% less damage while transformed. This is applied to both Sentry and Artillery modes, meaning his ultimate will be a bit bulkier. Brig's inspired duration will be reduced from 6 to 5 seconds. If I understood this correctly, her healing output is roughly the same, meaning while she has the same healing per second, its overall uptime has been reduced. D.Va will have her booster impact damage increase from 10 to 25 damage, meaning flying into an enemy will hurt them a bit more. Also, her micro missiles cooldown was reduced from 8 to 7 seconds. Her ultimate cost while out of mech was also reduced by 12%, so now Baby D.Va can get her mech faster in the new 5v5 environment. Orisa has had her health increase from 500 to 550, 275 health and 275 armor, and her Javelin also had its cooldown reduced from 8 to 6 seconds, meaning her Javelin will be more readily available. Reaper's shotgun spread has also been reduced. This is significant and well-deserved change because when they took away the 10% speed passive from DPS, they forgot to revert to change. This will make up for it and return Reaper to where he is on live. Sombra's hack's disable duration has been increased from 1 second to 1.75 seconds. This will help Sombra get in enough time to damage an enemy before their abilities return after she leaves invis, since it takes about a half a second. This is just a flat buff to Sombra to increase her power. Finally, we will discuss the changes to the two newest heroes on the roster, Junker Queen and Sojourn. With Sojourn, her railgun energy buildup has been reduced by 50% when she shoots non-player targets. These include traps, turrets, barriers, and other deployables, and greatly impact Sojourn and how much uptime she can have on her railgun when facing characters like Reinhardt, Torbjorn, and Baptiste. Junker Queen also got hit hard with a mini Commanding Shout rework. Commanding Shout now only applies 50 over health to allies instead of 100. Its duration on allies has also been reduced from 5 to 3 seconds. The cooldown has also been increased from 11 to 15 seconds. To compensate, they decided to remove the overhealth decay she had beforehand. This means while allies will have less overhealth overall, it will instead stay persistent throughout those 3 seconds. This also means that the speed boost they gain will be shorter. However, Junker Queen seems to keep her overhealth and speed for the original 5 seconds. As this states, they only changed the duration for allies. Now that we covered the patch, we will see these changes alongside all the other changes for Overwatch 2 when it releases on October 4th. So, let's move on to what I think is where the meta might end up in Season 1 of Overwatch 2 if nothing unforeseen happens and the balance we've seen from the betas in this patch stick around. My current tank picks would have to be Junker Queen, Doomfist, or Orisa. While Junker Queen's change to Commanding Shout may have been huge, I feel it doesn't impact her personal strength as much as you would think. Her survivability is still really good and they didn't lower her damage at all. And Doomfist and Orisa have been given quite a few buffs from the previous betas and this patch, allowing them to do quite a bit more for their teams. For DPS, I would have to stick with Sojourn and Genji. Both greatly benefit from the DPS changes as well as the buffs that they received from this patch and previous patches. And I might also potentially throw Sombra in there, as if paired with the right supports, Sombra could be a very strong asset to the team, especially with her higher hack time. To finish off, let's talk about supports and why Kiriko, Overwatch 2's newest support hero, will without a doubt be a meta pick. So, for the supports, I decided to keep it abroad for options between Brig and Lucio, which we currently see in the Overwatch League meta, as well as Baptiste and Kiriko. Baptiste's Immortality Field and Kiriko's Cleanse ability pair really well, and so Kiriko and Bap may just be a really solid support duo, especially when you consider Bap Window and Kiriko Gateway, since we may see some high damage, high attack speed combos with characters like Orisa and Sojourn. Lucio and Kiriko may also add to the Junker Queen meta and increase this extremely fast rush style comp of just speeding towards the enemy team. To wrap things up, if I had to pick a team comp that I would say is most likely the meta in Season 1 of Overwatch 2, it would have to be Junker Queen as the tank, Sojourn and Sombra as the DPS, finishing off with Kiriko and Lucio as the supports. But who knows where the meta could go. So, let me know what you think the meta for Season 1 might be in the comments below. I've been That Guy Paladin, have a good day, and I'll catch you all later.